Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Relays video blog. I'm Airy Sky, also known as San Juan Island Prepper, also known as Living Simply Fun. I am Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're a comer backer, welcome. So, I was just eating a box of mac and cheese, and I want to tell you a story. It's called shrinkflation. So I made this box of mac and cheese for supper tonight. 11.9. This box only had 1/3 noodles. Usually they're filled to 2/3 to 7/10 filled. Think about it. They're basically slowing us down. I used to get 3 bowls of mac and cheese. Now I'm getting 1.5 bowls. So think about this. They're finding ways to cut corners, peeps, and you need to know. But I'm only here for a few minutes because I want to unwind with some reading. So, a lot of people are messaging me saying, is there going to be a government shutdown? More likely, yes. Why is it going to be like that? Because it is the way it is. Yeah. It is the way it is. Okay. So, let's touch base and talk about this. So, it's planning to bring non-essential functions to a halt. Yeah. Every department and agency has their own set of plans and procedures and will get furloughed. Should Congress fail to pass a short-term spending bill to keep the proverbial lights on, a shutdown could have enormous impacts on all Americans in areas from air travel to clean drinking water. So let's get down to it. 4 million people are affected immediately. Essential workers will remain on the job, but others will be furloughed until the shutdown is over. None will be paid during the impasse. Then the record 35-day funding lapse in 2018-2019. That was pretty bad, I tell you. We had thousands of members across the country who returned holiday presents because they needed the cash, missed a mortgage payment, took out short-term loans, ran up their credit card debt because they had no paycheck for a month. Yeah, see that? They stood on food banks, pulled their children from childcare, weren't able to put gas in their cars, and begged creditors for grace. This is not how the U.S. should treat its own employees, it says. Yeah, see? So, most members live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, okay, so travel. First, they're saying that TSA agents will delay things, longer wait times for travel at airports across the country, and this could affect the air traffic controllers, which they get no money, but they got to be called into work. It says the State Department could shut down passport agencies too. Then it says here, lack of crucial government data would make it difficult for investors in the Federal Reserve to interpret the U.S. economy. That would be shut down. Small Business Administration would shut down and give no loans. All right, so then it says here, while emergency public health measures, outbreak response, laboratory function will remain in place, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention warns that other public health activities will be functioning at a reduced capacity. The Food and Drug Administration, the White House warns, could be forced to delay food safety inspections for a wide variety of products across the country. What's that tell you? It tells you that I'll get to that right now. It looks like they're trying to open up a new can of worms for their own political, but that's just my own opinion. I can't spell it. Could also be risks of drinking water. EPA rolls back most of its inspection activity at hazardous waste sites and drinking water and chemical facilities. Ooh, wow. Severe health effects, including cancer, would be delayed, and cleanup activities at Superfund sites would slow or cease to exist. So, beloved treasures such as museum, national parks, Smithsonian Museum, national zoos would all be closed. And it remains unclear whether the National Park Service could close national park sites or surrounding facilities, but that occurred in the past shutdowns of trash piling up, toilets overflowing, visitors committing acts of vandalism while the Park Service workforce was reduced or not even there. Student loans and education. Well, some level of disruption in large student aid programs, including Pell Grants, having federal student aids, dispersing Pell Grants, federal direct student loans, etc., etc., etc. Weren't in the guidance that a delay beyond 1 week would severely curtail the cash flow to school districts, colleges, and universities. The memo also notes that approximately 1 in 10 school districts receive more than 15% of its funds from the federally funded programs. Approximately 10,000 children across the country would immediately lose access to Head Start, impacting some of the nation's Head Start. I mean, I'm sorry to say, people, but doesn't that kind of make you disgusted that federal government is saying, "Oh, we have to protect 10,000 kids"? Well, what about 400 million people in the country? See, so shall we continue? So, as a prepper, we have to prep for this as yeah. And if this is the only thing Tildor can come up with, my friends, I will clearly tell you this is an interesting one too. Those enrolled in the SNAP program, the food stamps, would only be getting paid for October. Food banks won't be able to place new orders, and some of their existing deliveries could be disrupted. See, the government pays food banks to give food. That money could be coming to a grinding halt. The agency does not have sufficient funding to support normal operations of the special SNAP for women, infant, or children known as WIC beyond a few days in a shutdown. Though individual states may have additional money for the program. Well, that's interesting to know because if the states can do that, then the states can, but how the states are going to do. They're going to basically sit there and hold their hand out right after the government gets back to work, and they're going to be like, hey, we helped out by using our taxpayers' money to pay for these programs for these people. And, it said also community-based programs suspend meal service, Meals on Wheels, initiate expand waiting lists for everyone, reduce the number of meals they deliver or the number of delays which they deliver, even shut down. Oh, not including nonprofits, so people that, well, I'll get to that whole thing right there, the whole taxi thing, and then housing assistance. Tens of thousands of low-income tenants who rely on federal government through HUD and the USDA wasn't able to renew roughly 1,650 contracts of private building owners who rent to poor Americans, many of them elderly disabled, to draw on their reserves to cover any shortfalls. HUD officials suggest at the time the expiration of the rental contracts likely wouldn't prompt landlords to begin eviction proceedings immediately. The building owners may have had to delay repairs or suspend service they provide, such as transportation, after school care, special programs. Still unclear how many contracts would be impacted by the shutdown this time. The Federal Election Commission's county main agency related to securing election enforcing federal campaign finance law would be severely impacted. Maybe the Republicans are onto something. Come on, I just got to throw that in there. Doesn't matter to me, okay? I'm just trying to be funny here. Then it says new government agency involved in research would be forced to cease those efforts during government shut. NOAA, the National Oceanic, and most research activity. No new national science. Well, at least the NOAA weather radio would work, right? Yep. Efforts to recruit new hires across government agencies would be curtailed or not even done. So. And it says here all civil service jobs, State Department guidance, and all new contract in the Defense Department will be coming to a grinding halt. That includes our thing. So think about it. This is one thing I keep thinking about what Tildor is saying, right? Tildor is saying, look, we got Black Swan on the horizon. Well, maybe. But you know what? The Republican Party, I would think, has this perfectly lined up. Okay, I don't care which way it goes. All right, if let's talk about this for a minute. This is why we're prepping right now. Okay, I got 10 boxes of mac and cheese coming in. I get my measly $23 a month. If the state shuts down things, then that means we just have a delay in whatever, right? Yeah. So I don't know if it's raining yet again, but it's saying it's 60 degrees, so sounds good to me, right? So as a prepper, what do you guys think I should do? Yeah. As a prepper, you need to prep like your life's on fire, people, because or your or your butt's on fire, as Tildor says, due to the fact that Tildor um, knows what's going on. Okay, so as a prepper, right? We all have to look at the big picture, right? So the big picture is Americans around the country. A lot of people don't really care what happens. You know, they're just like, oh, nothing's going to happen, right? Well, the American people, there's a lot of people out there, all right, and there's a lot of problems. And so a lot of people turn around and they ask things like, what's the future going to come with? How's the future going to be happening? You know, what happen? What's going to happen with the future? You know, and to me, I can clearly tell you, the American people, right? You know, you know. hmm So one of the things is the American people need to, um, hey, from Shane's channel, the Joker, is that it? The Joker. Welcome, the Joker. So basically, as a prepper, you know, shrinkflation is getting out of hand, and people are getting less and less food. And you know, the government turns around and says, "You'll have nothing to be happy." Think of what's going on in the government. We have approximately 5 days and 17 minutes. I'm going to put that in there. 5 days, 17 min till shutdown. Yeah, see? Government shutdown, right, peeps? What's that going to happen? I mean, they can give people's food stamps in October. Now, the government, if you didn't know, does the prepaid plan. Okay. The prepaid plan. From Shane's channel? Shane's channel. Who's Shane, the Joker? Sorry, I'm still, you know. Anyway, welcome. So, you know, sometimes I think the management need to fix that damn light. It's always buzzing. You hit it and it goes. You don't hit it, it goes. It's annoying. Okay. So for some of you out there wondering, okay, a lot of people message me and they're like, "Hey Rita, how come you live on mac and cheese? Yummy." And then the doctor says, "No, you don't need that, by the way." I was just curious about this mac and cheese for a second. Is there any fiber in this? I'm getting my fiber. I shouldn't even have any. Oh, here we go. So I'm getting 14% in my dietary fiber, 4%. There you go. We got enough fiber right there. Don't need to eat the Cheerios, But anyways, so before I head out soon, because I know time's ticking for tonight, the point is, shrinkflation is getting bad, and pricing is going up. I mean, Zoe called me tonight, or I called her, I should say, and she was talking about projects she was working on, and that project was literally a prepping project. So Tildor says, "Oh well, and then Higgins, he's got a prepping project right now for camera because, um, now, the government has reserves, companies have reserves, but some companies or people that give federal money might have to shut down services like public transportation." Look at this. I gotta show you this. Look at it. Isn't he cute, man? A little mop. Boss dog. Boss dog, you want to go out again? One last walk? So, yeah. So, basically, before I leave for the night, I wanted to share with you guys that um, as a prepper, you guys got to get prepped. I mean, look, you got 5 days. And once October is there, I mean, the question is, okay, here's the question. Okay, say the government shuts down, hypothetically. And this is Tildor's, the Black Swan event. The government shut down in 2018. It's not a Black Swan event, okay? Point is, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't want to fucking do this, Peckerwooded son of a bitch. I hate this sometimes. Okay, sorry about that. So the government shuts down. You got to ask yourself, how's it going to delay you? Social Security checks will be printed. The government might be told, look, you can't have surgeries on Medicare because it's not necessary. It's going to basically, so whoever's watching this short video, just think about it. Ask yourself, if you're disabled, if you're poor, how's the government going to shut down? By the way, apparently my neighbor last night gave me some crackers. Cheddar flavored, grain-free, plant-based crackers made with almond flour, sunflower seed, and flax meal. So, I'd like to see what these taste like, but as a prepper, I don't even know where these people got. I think these got at Costco, but okay, so you get a little bag like this. That's nice to know, but apparently there's cheddar. These are artificial because I really don't like artificial crackers, but okay, here we go. Let's try them. Hmm. Made with a lot of flowers, people. I can guarantee you this much, but I like the garlic powder in it. Mm. Mm. So apparently they're using, what do you call it? for you being a cigar smoker in the past. They use some of these fruits that mimic cheddar flavor. Interesting flavor though. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Let's look at this for a second. Wisecrackers, right? A prepper. Mm-hmm. So apparently they're gluten free. Hmm. So apparently this is Simple Mills. These are partners crackers. So don't know anything about this, but yeah. So these aren't made with any cheese in it. Mm-hmm. It's unique though. Mm-hmm. It doesn't even say anything about. Mm, yeah. So apparently there's, I don't know, everything's seasoned. Anyways, preppers, you guys get to see me test these out. I'm telling you, garlic. I can tell the garlic, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what to make of them yet. Give me a, give me some time, and I'll come up with something. So shrinkflation. I mean, a box like this. I mean, you saw how much they're in there. I mean, they give you this many crackers, but it should be filled to the top, so shrinkflation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, like I said, preppers, we have, let's just finish this up here. We have government shutdown looming. You guys got to ask yourself the main question of the prepping is what's going to happen to you guys if the government shuts down? Me, I'm just going to prep. Mm-hmm. Keep on prepping until um, we know more. But like I said, there's 5 days and 6 minutes now. Mm-hmm. So the next thing is shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is pretty good, right? Um, Basically, they're giving you less and less in packages. And finally, inflation's going up. So you're not only getting to pay higher prices, you're paying higher prices for smaller amounts of food. So your best bet, preppers, is simple. Keep on prepping and watch for the inflation. I, on the other hand, I'll keep you guys informed. And yeah, I'll keep you guys informed. In the meantime, keep stockpiling. If something comes over the wire, I'll be letting you know first. All right. Meantime, this is just a late night update. I'll give you guys an update tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully, we don't have anything happen between now and tomorrow afternoon. So, in the meantime, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions, hit the like, subscribe button so it's fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dog, service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Just keep the comments nice. All we ask. Thank you and God bless you in everything you do.